Hi there, this is Jeanette for Whimsy Stamps. Today I am going to be sharing with you the new May card kit that will be available for pre-order very soon. So I haven't actually opened it up, so we'll be doing it together. So I want to share with you how it comes. So you get this huge package like this, and it gives you, sort of the front will give you all the contents of the kit. And so let's get started. Just open this up. Okay, so I'm going to take this stuff out first. Okay, I'll put this to the side. So this is, I guess, just the white cardstock. Should be 5 pieces, it says here. So some white cardstock. This is the same cardstock that came with the March kit that I worked with, and I really liked it. It is 110 pound. Then there are 2 sheets of black cardstock, 65 pound. And then there's 3 sheets of white cardstock, that's 65. And a cream and a pale silver. They're very matte. They're very, very pretty. So those are the 8.5 by 11 sheets that you get. And then, okay, what else is in here? So then you get half a sheet of vellum, half a sheet of the cream cardstock, and the silver cardstock, and these actually have, I don't know if you can tell, there is like a slight shimmer to them. Really, really pretty. And then there is an envelope here with 6x6 designer paper. So just pull this out of this envelope. So this is so pretty. It's like a pearlized, embossed, I would say almost like a rose. That is so stunning. See if you can see the detail there. How pretty. Then there's this sort of black with a silver foil on it. This is like sort of, you know, wedding scripts. Pearls, some more script. I can't really make out what it says. I can't really read it. Tone on tone, sort of vines and leaves. This is gray. It's quite thick. It's almost like cardstock. And it has the silver foil Mr. and Mrs. on it. And then there's this one, which is matching. Again, it's quite heavy duty. And it's gray with the silver foil. This is really pretty. And then this is just tone on tone gray. More paper with sort of wedding words. Love, always. Oh, this is pretty. So this is some black cardstock. Again, it's pretty thick, and it has the silver foil on it, and it's a wedding band and engagement ring. Sort of, I don't know, like a filigree in gray. Oh, and this is pretty. This is it's like a metallic silver weave. I don't know if you can see the weave detail on it. And then it has these like glitter polka dots. Very pretty. So that is a ton of paper. I know with the March kit that I got, I had so much paper and I made so many projects, and I still have paper left over from that. So this, I think, is just, it's beautiful. So, so pretty. There is an assortment of ribbon that you get, And again, everything is picked so it perfectly matches the paper. So you have your silver and black, white and gold. I'm not going to untie that because nice and tidy the way it is. Then, whew, I hope the camera isn't picking up too much of the noise of all this paper or this plastic bag. You have some lace. So, I have to think about what I want to do with that. That is really pretty. Some lace. Some rhinestones. And it's great because there's like some small ones and medium ones and then really, really large ones. I love when you can sort of put these on your card and they're all different sizes. That's really pretty. Then in the bag with the pattern paper, there's two dies here. So this one is the Elegant Label die. So that is just, I mean, I think it's perfect for wedding invitations or thank you cards or wedding cards. It's a very sort of formal and elegant sort of size and shape. And then this is the Circle of Hearts die. I don't know if you can see, but it's a circle and then there's all these tiny hearts all the way around. So that's really, really cute. I like that. That's what it looks like this. Very pretty. And then the stamp, oops, wait, there's more. There's more embellishments. There are these flowers. So they're sort of white and black. I guess two sizes, and they have either a rhinestone or a pearl inside. So again, just perfect for the kit. And then here is the stamp that comes with the kit. This is Wedding Bells. It's by Crissy Armstrong. And so you have this super cute little couple here. And then they have tons of sentiments. May your wedding be blessed. Congratulations to become one, bride and groom. And then these two accessory stamps. And last time, the sentiments fit perfectly in the die shape. So I'm just going to have a look-see. For this time, I can open the package. So pull this out. And so you can actually, I would say, stack your sentiments. So you can put just one in there. This one fits perfect. Oh no, actually you'd have to sort of slide it up there. So you could fit that sentiment, can you see that? You can fit that sentiment sort of at the top, and then you could put, you know, like a congratulations on the bottom. So definitely you could put more than one sentiment in this shape. So that's really cute. I like that. Pop that back in. So that is the kit and the contents. And so I am going to be creating a card that will be following this with this image. So I colored my image with Copic markers and cut it out. I added some Wink of Stella to the dress and veil for some glitter, and then I pulled out the silver and black pattern paper and the black cardstock, and I'll be using a sketch to create my card. Because I wanted a lot of layers, because there's so many beautiful papers, I wanted to create a card with tons of layers. So I'm going to just start trimming everything down, and I will leave all the measurements at the bottom of this video on my blog, and you can follow along that way. So generally I cut my pattern paper to the size I want, and then I'll cut the mat with the cardstock to be just a 1/4 inch larger lengthwise and widthwise. So that creates my mat. So I started off with a few papers that I knew exactly where I wanted them. I had pulled out some extra papers. I wasn't sure exactly how the card was going to look. So what I'm going to do now is just score that larger piece to create my card base. It's a 5.5 square, and I'll start laying down what I've cut already just to see how it looks. So when I'm using a card sketch, I use that as my guide, and then I just sort of play around with the papers and the components until it looks the way I want it. So these two panels, I knew exactly where they were going to go. So I'm going to glue those down. And then there was a panel that runs across, and I knew that I wanted to put my lace on it, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to put the lace directly on that black cardstock or if I wanted to put some silver cardstock. And I ended up not using that silver cardstock because this gave a better contrast. So I'll just trim off the piece of lace that I need, and then I'll just wrap it around the mat here. Just try to make sure everything is sort of lined up and you're not pulling it askew on one side. And then I thought I would fold it over here on these edges, but it was going to be too bulky. So what I did was just made sure that the adhesive was right up to the edge there, and then I just trimmed off the excess. So that will be my panel that runs across. And then I was trying to figure out what paper I wanted to use. So I ended up wanting to use the paper with the scripted wedding words, the love, and all those beautiful words. I felt that it looked really nice with the image, and I'm just using the image as my guide to cut the panel so that it fits perfectly. And then I will just create the mat, making it 1/4 inch larger on each side. When I first started card making or first started blogging, I used a lot of card sketches, and I was actually on design teams for sketch challenges. So the sketch I'm using is actually a sketch I made many years ago. So it was kind of fun to pull it out and use it again. I am going to put some ribbon across, and I'm using that beautiful silver ribbon that's from the kit. And what I do to sort of be frugal and save ribbon is I don't wrap it all the way around. I just trim it off, and that way I have a little bit of extra ribbon for another project. I'm just going to make sure that those are nice and straight. And I will actually start putting everything onto the card now. Realized my panel was a little crooked, which is always my problem when I'm making cards. I always put things on crooked, so have to always be careful. For the sentiment, what I decided to do was stamp it on the scratch paper, use the cutout or the negative space from when I cut out the cardstock, line it up, put my die cut back into the center, and then stamp. And that way it lined up perfectly, and it's pretty quick to do it that way. So that's where my sentiment goes. And then there's these beautiful flowers with the pearls and the rhinestones, so I'm just sort of scattering them a little bit. I like that there's the different sizes. So I'm positioning them where I think they would look best before I actually go and adhere them. Just using some zig glue in this pen. Find it's easier to do. And just get the glue on the back here, glue them down. And the same with the sentiment. And that is my card completed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this wedding card made from the Whimsy May Card Kit. For more information, links to supplies, you can look at the info bar below this video on YouTube
or on my blog. Thanks for watching.